What is the weirdest nsfw fact you know? Priapus is a minor Greek god of livestock, farmers, and fucking gigantic penises. Please look up a picture of him. Is he what priapism is named after? Greek gods are like subreddits. There's a Greek god for everything. Hot water will denature the proteins in semen, making it lumpy and sticky. Like frying an egg, use cold water for cleaning it off skin, surfaces, out of hair. No wonder nutting in the shower makes it look like silicone. Anal stimulation can stop persistent hiccups by stimulating the vagus nerve. Oh no, I'm not falling for this one again. A hamster has about as much blood as an erection. So what you're saying is, Governor Ratcliffe of Pocahontas fame was flayed alive by the Powhatan using mussel shells. They skinned his entire body, saving his face for last. Then he was burned at the stake. The color of the wind just turned red. Damn, they probably didn't like him. There are more countries that persecute homosexuality than bestiality. The Romans had a plant that was an effective contraceptive but then fucked it out of existence. Silphium. Ducks have fake, decoy vaginas, due to the sheer number of duck rapists. I've seen a duck rape another dead duck's corpse. It's not that they have multiple vaginas, most being decoys, but rather, their vagina is like a maze. And to combat this, male ducks have very weird corkscrew dicks. Semen exits the body at roughly 27 miles per hour. Noom. When whales nut, they shoot out around 8 gallons of semen. Thank you for that fact, your whale cum. That's why the ocean is salty. If you have the chills but your nuts are hanging low, you have a fever. Can't wait to use this to call in sick to work with a fever. My dick always gets really small when I'm sick. I almost rely on that to determine if I'm truly sick or just temporarily feeling off. Cats' penises are weird. They're short and spiky. The explanation for the spikes: female cats don't ovulate unless they're stimulated by the spikes. This is called induced ovulation. With every thrust of the penis, female cats produce an egg. Because of this, there can be different fathers in the same litter. I'd about you, but I found it really interesting and kinda weird. I have 2 cats from the same litter and you can tell they had different dads. One is a giant short-haired ginger and the other is a small long-haired multicolored kitty. When the Egyptians conquered what is now Libya, they took 13,000 plus foreskins of the defeated enemy as trophies. I'm making a couch. We shall ensure they don't retaliate by taking their family as hostage. Take their mothers, their sisters, their sons and their daughters. Take all 4, take their kin. Huh? What? Sorry, Pharaoh, a bee was in my ear. What did you say? I said go to our defeated enemies and take their 4 kins. Okay boss. During World War I, STIs were incredibly common, and some soldiers purposely tried to get infected so that they could be honorably discharged and avoid the trenches. Some were ordered to be chased and threatened with punishment, but it didn't really stop them. They would transfer pus between penises with matchsticks. Edit: in case anyone wants to learn more about this, I recommend this KU Medical Center article. Discharged by discharge. I could have gone my whole life without reading that last sentence, but here we are. The world record for longest distance ejaculated is 18 feet. Horst Schultz. Man also broke the record for fastest ejaculation at 42 miles per hour. A sperm has 37.5 megabytes of DNA info. So one ejaculation transfers 15,875 gigabytes of data. Hard drive. The longest lasting orgasm in mammals is from the domestic pig. It lasts on average for 30 minutes, but can last up to 90 minutes. Your wife is a Lucy Kai woman. The famous song Manna Manna from Sesame Street The Muppet Show was actually composed for an Italian softcore porn movie. You edited Sesame Street out, but it really was also in Sesame Street. I know this, because as kids, we would recite that tune frequently. This was years before the Muppet Show. And yes, I noticed that tune watching some funky weird porno clip. Peyronie's disease is a condition where scar tissue forms inside the penis, causing it to be bent when the patient has an erection. It must be painful. Edit, some curve on the schlong is normal. I remember that the images that were shown to us in class had dongs bending and curving at ridiculous angles. Had to drive my 75-year-old dad to and from the procedure to fix this. This was absolutely 8x more awkward than you imagine it to be. Edit, to add that he was in a panic to get the procedure done before flying to Kenya to meet his online girlfriend. Edit 2, yes he met her. No it ended. Yes it was because she only wanted money. No he didn't care and has made many similar trips since then. A duck can change his penis size making it bigger to compete with other males. Can confirm. Also, duck dicks are shaped like corkscrews. A silverback gorilla has a penis the size of your pinky. Someone calculated that based on relative size, King Kong's penis would still fit within a human's vagina, because of this little detail. Looks like we have something in common. Napoleon's penis was removed by the doctor doing the autopsy and preserved. It's been sold and resold to many buyers. It was purchased by a professor of urology at Columbia University in the 70s, and passed on to his daughter when he died about 15 years ago. She is the current owner. I think it's actually been purchased by Connor Roy. How big is it? How much is it? Are there any dangers in using it? You can get a boner after you die, called a death erection. Die hard. The inside of your mouth is made from the same skin cells as the inside of a vagina. And now you are tongue in your cheek. For this reason, if you're planning for your fingers to be inside a vagina, you should run your fingernails against the inside of your mouth. If it hurts, trim and file your nails for your partner's sake. Olympic Village during the games is basically a massive fuckfest. In 2000, the athletes were provided with a total of 70,000 condoms and they had to order an emergency shipment of more because they ran out. Just how the Greeks designed it. Sounds like the apartment block where Epcot staff live. Some species of sea cucumber have evolved to have teeth in their asshole to keep other sea creatures from living inside their anus. Edit. Wow, my first awards, thanks. Yeah, who lives in an anus under the sea? Running is an excellent laxative. This is why I wake up an hour early, have coffee, and try and get a poop in before I run. Also my running route doesn't go further than a half-mile from home. Just a path of booty anxiety that weaves back and forth through the neighborhood. The record for the most orgasms in 1 hour by a woman is 134, whereas the same record for a man is 16. How would somebody even count that? At 134 per hour, that's more than one every 30 seconds. How would you know when the 20th one is ending and the 21st one begins? I have the utmost respect for a man willing to go that far. Japanese law requires porn to censor the nude genitals of the actors and actresses, but not the butthole. It's only when a dick or other phallic object enters the ass does it become censored. If you don't jack off for a prolonged period of time, your semen turns yellow. Does it stop at yellow? What if I want rainbow cum? So you're saying it changes color in storage? You'd have to spin a 6-inch penis, of average width, at about 130,000 revolutions per minute to get it to set ablaze. Learned that in physics class. Edit, because this blew up and some people seem concerned. This was in a class of 18s and over, and the teacher didn't explicitly say he was working this out for a dick but for a cylindrical object after someone brought up a Reddit post they saw about this from ages ago. It was just a minute of banter in the class, not the topic of the lesson. A-okay. There are no incest laws in Rhode Island. So what you're saying is that women ask, "What are you doing, bro?" instead of "step bro." If a male tried pregnancy test and tested +V, that could indicate to a testicular cancer. Pee on the stick, figure out the issue with this dick. 90% of koalas have chlamydia. Oh fuck. Weird NSFW fact, tickling was once considered an aphrodisiac in the Muscovite palaces and courts for centuries. In fact, both Catherine the Great and Anna Ivanovna were ardent participants. Ticklers sang naughty ballads and told lewd stories whilst tickling their ladies' feet, working their mistresses up into an erotic frenzy with which to meet their husbands or partners. From personal experience I can say this works with overwhelming results. I can attest after being together a few years with my girlfriend, who loves to hate/hates to love it, that nothing gets her in the mood faster. If you haven't seen the documentary Tickled, I highly recommend it. No spoilers, but it starts off hilarious in its absurdity before nose-diving into darkness. I unironically recommend it to anyone who felt the same way about Tiger King's bizarre story. Username. Checks out. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.